Hey everyone, welcome to our vision casting call for June 2021 in Rock Your Purpose. That is our smaller team page beyond our big team page under our wonderful, amazing diamond upline Fallon Reeb, I think, Rab, and she has a recent name change, you guys. I'm getting used to it. So we are just a smaller branch of that, but we're actually growing a ton and it's super amazing and so exciting. So know that whoever invited you here, or if you're already a part of Rock Your Purpose, that you are a part of an amazing movement forward with helping people gain health and happiness. So welcome. We're so glad you're here. I'm Eilers-Heffner. I'm a Sapphire Ambassador. I am one away from the tippy top of the company, and I'm also a physical therapist by trade, and I just retired. So I worked full time up until about 2 weeks ago. And now we are making the most of our family time. Last weekend, we went to a wedding. We went to the zoo. This weekend, we had another wedding. We went to Kings Island for a couple of days. And so we are just definitely enjoying that time together. And my husband and I are enjoying parenting together instead of being ships passing in the night all of the time and handing off all the parenting duties. So it has been such an incredible blessing. I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for this opportunity. So very briefly, I have 3 autoimmune issues. Plexus has helped. Between Plexus and working with an amazing integrative doctor, I have avoided harsh medications for those things. And Plexus has done amazing things for my inflammation, for my energy, my sleep. I used to have neuropathy in my toes. My toes would burn when I would either just sit or when I went to bed at night. I don't have any of that anymore. I'm able to work out. I'm able to survive Kings Island for 2 days. I'm able to ride my bike with my kids, and I was able to work full time as a physical therapist in a hospital, which is a super demanding physical job. There were times that I was afraid that I would have to go teach full time or something as a physical therapist because I didn't know that I could do my job. So I've had a whole huge turnaround in my own health and as well as my children. So my 10-year-old son has had some hypothyroid since he was about 4, and he had positive antibodies a year ago. And on his recent blood work in December, his antibodies were negative. So now we're in the process of weaning him off of his thyroid meds, which is huge. The only thing we've changed is adding Plexus in and being consistent with that. To show positive antibodies to not having positive antibodies is huge. So I want to encourage you guys that Plexus is still a ground floor opportunity. There's only 250 diamonds in the company. We've been around for 13 years. Plexus is a debt-free company. They have partnered with Feeding America to feed hungry people. They are very much into service and giving back. Our president and CEO, every single time that I've heard them speak, either in person or on a video, they have said, if you're blessed, be a blessing. Last year, our CEO did not take a salary for the entire year of 2020 and gave his salary to employee bonuses. And that still blows me away. Especially from working in a hospital through 2020 and just hearing how there wasn't a financial blessing coming in and seeing the cuts that were happening, it was really heartbreaking. So I'm really impressed with Plexus, just on and on over the last 5 years, that I am just still super impressed. We have new products that come out a few times a year. We have seasonal products being released a couple times a year, which is super exciting. And not everyone has heard of Plexus. So there's still people out there that have never even heard of us. And there is a product for everyone. There is something for everyone that Plexus offers. We have skincare, weight loss, energy, a discomfort line. We have our amazing gut health products, and gut health is so important. If you Google gut health plus pretty much any disease or condition, you're going to find that gut health and improving your gut health can impact those things positively. And Plexus is an opportunity that you can work at your own pace. So right now, as a physical therapist, it's actually really hard to find a part-time job. It is either occasional, like we'll call you when we need you, or it's full-time. There's not a lot of opportunity for part-time people. It's very much like, okay, it's kind of all or nothing. And Plexus allows us a nice opportunity to work around our kids' schedules, to work around our vacations, to work around our day. It isn't a 9 to 5. We can fit it in when we want. My schedule has shifted so many times over the last 5 years. Sometimes I work late at night. Sometimes I work early in the morning. Sometimes in the middle of the day. It just changes based on the needs of my family so that I can put them first. So I want you to think about something. Just kind of close your eyes and think for a minute. If you had $400 extra this month in June, and you had another $400 extra in July, and you had another $400 extra in August, and let's go all the way to September. So $400 extra each month. What could you do? How would your summer look different? And it could be anything. Maybe you're excited to have $400 for an extra spending money on vacation, or maybe an extra $400 to give to your church or ministry, or maybe it's to pay down some debt. Because if you think $400 times 4 months, that's $1,600. That's a lot of money that could be used to shift over to paying off a credit card or putting into an investment account, right? And compounding that interest is actually huge. We have pop guns from Kings Island. Hold on one second. Pardon me, I'm sure you can hear it. Pop, pop, pop. So excuse me. And so $1,600. Okay, now let's think about this. Let's say that we make $400 in June, and we make $1,200 in July. Okay, and then we make another $1,200 in August, and then you make $2,000 in September. Just think for a minute. Just think about, I don't care what you think about. Think about something that you want to dream about. And this is where I am not a good dreamer until a few years ago, where I started to dream again and dream big. So think for a minute. Okay, we said $400, we said $1,200 and $1,200 and $2,000. Compounding that, thinking about what you can do with that blessing. And I say this because it's a blessing, and we can bless others. We can give to a ministry, we can give to a charity, we can give to feeding hungry people, we can help the homeless, we can give to what we're passionate about. I know someone just was super excited about working with animals. Think about what you could do with that kind of cash coming in to bless others, pay off debt, go on a vacation. The sky is truly the limit when we can show up consistently. If you really want to take this to the next level, you guys, write those numbers down. Write June, July, August, September. Write some stuff down. Write down some goals. Write down what you were thinking about. Just write it down. I had this construction paper. I asked my husband to grab it right before this call. It's a construction paper sign that I wrote a Bible verse on. And then I wrote, I am an Emerald ambassador. I have time with my family. I'm an occasional pediatric physical therapist. Like, I wrote this down and put it in my laundry room when I started sharing Plexus 5 years ago. I don't know what happened to it, you guys. I was like, show me this sign. I wrote it down on a piece of construction paper from the kids' craft cabinet. It was nothing fancy. And you know what? I saw that. My kids wrote down their dream of having a puppy. They wrote down who was going to take care of the puppy and who was going to feed him and who was going to do this and who was going to do that. And they wrote it down, and then they focused on that, and they talked about it, and they dreamt about it, and we got a puppy. I swear we hadn't written it down all and had it right in our kitchen on the wall, I don't know that we would have gotten one. I really don't. I really think that seeing it and dreaming about it and talking about it is what helped that come to reality. We are naturally sharing, you guys, with our network. We are talking to people about our new favorite toothpaste. We are talking about our kids trip that we went on, or something we found, a car seat that we like, or a clothing line that we like that's affordable and washes well and holds up well, right? We're talking about favorite restaurants or recipes. I talk about going to Aldi's, you guys. I talk about using my grocery pickup. I talk about my favorite new cookbook called Cook Once, Eat All Week. So it helps the planning happen for me. And I can incorporate my kids in that. Like, I talk about these things naturally because they're affecting my daily life, and I want other people to have a positive impact in their life as well. And so we're already naturally sharing. And with Plexus and with our team page, we have all the resources available to also share Plexus. It's super easy. We talk about things that we love. We sprinkle some Plexus in there that we are loving about our Plexus, and we move on with our day. So if you're kind of thinking, well, maybe I could do this, but I'm not sure. Okay, you got to talk to whoever invited you to this call, number one. And number two, if we wait for all of the fear to go away, then we're never going to get off our butts. We're just going to sit here in fear. We live in a fallen world. We have a lot of things coming at us. We have a lot of input coming at us from all directions. And sometimes you just got to go for it and work through the fear. What is the worst that could happen? You put up a Facebook post and nobody comments on it. Been there, done it. I'm still a sapphire. I'm still moving forward. Say something unpopular about what my children are allowed to do or not do. Yeah, sitting here alone, and I'm okay with that, right? So it's okay. It's okay to fail forward. It's okay to show up consistently, and it's okay to learn as we go. So one thing I'm going to wrap this up really quick. So 95%, if we work hard, if we not even work super duper hard, like kill ourselves hard, if we show up consistently, if we do the things, if we learn, if we're willing to be coachable, then 95% of us will reach the top of this company in 10 years. So is going to Diamond in 10 years worth it? I would say yes, because the average income of a Diamond is $500,000 per year. Okay, fine. You don't need the money. There are people in the world that do. And there's great ministries and places where we can bless others with that financial blessing. The average amount of time to Diamond in this company is 3 years. Well, I'm sitting here on year 5 and I plan to go Diamond this year. I'm okay with that because I've learned a lot, and I have 4 kids, and I had a husband getting through school, and I started homeschooling and I'm okay with that because I'm still helping a lot of people and I'm still moving forward. So this month, when you get started, if you are brand new to Plexus, helping 3 people get started with you as an accountability group, even, you will be blessed with $410. So that's pretty amazing. We have extra bonuses. Plexus always has a $100 bonus for helping 3 people get started. That's called Silver when we help 3 people. We have a fast start bonus of $100, and we have an extra $100 bonus in June of $100. And then we have other bonuses when people get started. So when you smush all that together in the first 30 days of helping 3 people, it's $410. If you've already been with Plexus and you're like, okay, well, it's beyond my 30 days, you're still looking at $310. That's pretty incredible. I don't think I could sell 3 pairs of leggings and make $310 unless they're super duper expensive leggings. So that's going to be a hard sell, right? We have products that people need, desire, and are going to change their life. Now let's talk about helping 6 people get started along that fast start track. We call the fast start within the first 30 days. So helping 6 people get started is $620. Pretty dang incredible. So the sky is the limit with this. I encourage you to ask lots of questions. We can't help you if you're not asking questions. If you have fear, if you have objections, if you're hearing stuff from people, if you saw something crazy on the internet, talk to us because we're here to help you gain the knowledge that we have too. So thank you for hopping on. I appreciate you so much, and have a good night. Stay on for Nicole Spellman's vision or goal setting. She has some great tips on how to make this helping 3 people get started really easy and doable. All right.